Hey, how you doing today? I am Taquila Coleman. In today's video, we're going to talk about relationship advice and prodigals. So I was having this conversation earlier in one of my one-on-one sessions with a client, and I wanted to talk to you all about, when you're listening to these relationship videos online, where it talks about 5 signs a man is interested in you, or how to make a man fall in love, or these are the signs that tell you a man isn't interested in you. I want to talk to you today about these videos, watching these videos, and the danger, okay, of watching these videos. Because if you are watching these videos trying to determine whether or not your prodigal spouse is interested in you or not, the danger is when you're dealing with a prodigal, your prodigal is going to show all the signs that a man isn't interested in you. That's the danger, because we're dealing with a prodigal. We're dealing with a person who has a reprobate mind. We're dealing with a prodigal who's been given over to shameful lust. We're dealing with a prodigal who is very insecure, who lacks identity, who has no character, who is very insecure, who is intimidated by the very woman, his heart desired. See, this what they don't say and tell you in these relationship videos. So when you watching these videos, you got to be careful, because again, if you see more signs that your prodigal isn't interested in you, that can discourage you and pull you away from your promise. You have to keep your mind focused on what did God say, what is God showing you in your dream, because God is giving you dreams of the future. God is revealing to you in your dreams how your spouse really feels about you, right? God is the one who is in control of the king's heart, and he will turn that heart whichever way he wanted to go. And so again, we got to be mindful, we got to be careful, because again, you can't mix a God ordained with worldly advice. Okay? They put time limits on it. If a man taking too long to decide, on you, that's not the one. Said who? Said who? You see what I'm saying? I mean, if I would prefer for him to take his time, because I would prefer that versus you rushing into something knowing you're not ready, knowing you may be lacking in certain areas of your life, knowing you have these weaknesses or you're battling these addictions. I would prefer for this person to slow it down and not rush into something. Okay? And so again, we got to be careful of what we are giving our ear to, okay? Because these videos is worldly advice, okay? It's worldly advice. We're standing for prodigals. We're dealing with people who not even in their right mind. We're dealing with father wounds, mother wounds. We're dealing with addiction. We're dealing with evil spirits. We're dealing with, love spells, separation spells on these prodigals. So again, you got to be careful the videos you watch it and expose yourself to, because it can pull you away from your stand. It can cause you, it can cause you to think, I'm gonna be standing for this person for a long time. When God said, no, I only need one, only with one blink of with one snap of the finger, God can restore. Okay, so like I said, I wanted to bring this conversation to you all because I know, you are might be watching some of these relationship videos, and you might be wondering, like, man, will my prodigal ever feel this way for me? Will my prodigal ever be attracted to me, or will they ever come around and pursue me? Yes, when the time is right, they will in God's timing. They will when God restores them and bring them back into their right mind and they begin to see your value. That time is coming. But in the meantime, you got to keep the main thing. You got to make sure, you keep it at the forefront of your mind. You're dealing with a whole prodigal. You're dealing with a whole prodigal. This prodigal can be very much interested in you. But as I stated, if they haven't matured yet to that next level, if they, are lacking in character or identity, and now they meet God ordained who know who they are, who is a woman or a man of character, who is in their purpose, dominating their lane, this is intimidating to this prodigal. This, okay, can trigger the insecurities in the prodigal. which would cause them to move away from the very thing that they want. It would cause the prodigal to reject the very thing they never had. So you got to be careful when you're hearing and listening to these relationship videos, okay? We're dealing with brokenness. We're dealing with unhealed wounds. We're dealing with trauma. We're dealing with, evil spirits that's influencing your prodigal to show up this way, okay? You can't mix a God ordained stance with worldly advice. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. It's not going to mix, okay? So understand God is the one leading, guiding this love story, and He is the one in control of your prodigal spouse's heart. And when He's ready, He's going to turn that heart towards you. And He's going to send your prodigal husband back pursuing you the way you deserve. So you stay ready, you stay in position, and you just understand that God is the one who is in control of this God ordained love story. With that, I am Taquila Coleman. I'll talk to you real soon. Take care.